Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's completely free and a great way to help support my channel. Just hit the big red subscribe button down below. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I want to show you guys something today that I see questions for all the time. It's how to take a single color design like this and turn it into a multi-color design. And I'm going to give you guys a nice up-close shot of these so you can see them. The easiest way to do this is going to be using our contour feature. I'm going to show you guys how to do this in Design Space. It is super easy. This design is from their Access, and you can get this no problem on there. It is really easy to do, and you can do this with any design that you have. So let's go over to Design Space, and I will show you how to do it. Today we're going to talk about how to take a single color design and turn it into a multicolor design. This is from Design Space, so you can find this if you have Design Space Access. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change the words on the outside and the birds to a different color. So what we'll need to do in order to do this is to first duplicate your design. Move one of them over to the side. We do not need it. And we are going to go and start with this one. So make sure this design is selected and click the word contour. It's going to bring up your design right here on your contour screen, and you can zoom out a little bit so that you can see the entire design. We are going to go ahead and start with just doing the birds. So what we need to do is get rid of everything else. So what you'll do is click on each item that you would like to get rid of. And you'll see that sometimes when you're on another piece, it'll actually select something else. So just make sure whatever you're trying to select is turning a dark gray. You want to select all the insides of your letters and all of the different letters involved here. And this part can be a little bit tedious, but it's totally worth it once you get it all finished, because it's going to look really, really good. So just make sure you're clicking on each and every single letter and letter center. Like I said, we're doing the birds. So in order to do that, oops, and I didn't mean to highlight all that. You're going to just click on every single letter. And you can always come back and do the centers of your letters if that works better for you, or you can do them as you go. You may just need to play around with a little bit and get used to using contour. Contour can be a little bit confusing when you first are using it because, like I said, it'll look like you have something selected and it's not actually selecting that item. So you'll just want to play around with it and keep your eye on what you're actually selecting. The O's can be a little bit tough, especially in some of the fonts, because they have lots of little holes and things. Like this O right here, it wanted to select the outside and not the inside. And you can see on your screen right over here what is being left as you're deselecting your letters. So it gives you a little bit of help. That's why I like to put it over to the side. That way you can see what you're doing. Oops, and this A is being a little funky. Okay, so this, oops. Sometimes, like I said, the O's can be a little bit tricky. So now that we've gotten rid of all that, go ahead and get rid of the contour. And let's change these birds to a red. That looks pretty good. So we'll move these guys over to the side. Now what we need to do is duplicate this again. And I'm going to go ahead and move this one over and select this one. We're going to go ahead and contour this one. Now for this one, we want to leave the outside letters and get rid of everything, including the birds in the center. So go ahead and click and get rid of all the birds. I'll usually click whatever's easiest to get rid of first, and then I'll come back and do some of the stuff that can be a little bit trickier, some of the smaller letters, things like that. But this one's pretty easy to work with. Some of your designs may be a little more difficult to contour, but contour is one of the great little tools that Cricut has that can help you make really fun, personalized designs. And you can see this B is a little funny, so you got to kind of figure out where you need to click on the screen to get rid of that. Oops. And A is going to be a little difficult. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be our outside. Go ahead and get rid of this. Oops, I missed a bird. So what we're going to do is click contour again, find the bird we missed, which he should be right here, and perfect, done. Change the color of this. Let's do the outside of this in gray. And then we will do the last part that we have left, which is the center words. So go ahead and grab your black one. You don't need to duplicate now. What you're going to do is click on contour. Again, I'm going to zoom out. We want to get rid of all the birds and all of the outside words this time. So basically what you're doing is trying to keep everything that you want to change the color. Again, we're going to kind of fight with some of these letters because they're a little small, but that's okay. We'll get it worked out. This is just a really fun way to make multicolor designs with something that's already just a single color. This is a great and easy way to do that. And it saves you all the slicing and all of that, and you can just make as many colors as you want. So if you wanted multicolors for the birds, you can absolutely do that. You just need to make sure that you have selected all the different birds that you want. That's why having this show up is super important. And you'll see, like, I'm nowhere near where the word heaven is, and it's still selecting it. So you just need to kind of pay really close attention to what it's doing, because sometimes it will just randomly select things that you don't necessarily want it to. Okay, that should leave us with our center, and just so we can change it, we'll just do the center in white. So now all we need to do is take our decal and put it back together. I just thought this one would be a really fun one to show you guys a way to change all the colors because there were so many different little elements in it. And if you guys don't know, cardinals, they say that when a cardinal appear, a loved one is near. So they're like a kind of a universal symbol for that. So here is our decal in our 3 colors. You shouldn't have to do anything else with this other than click Make It. And it'll give you each of your colors on a different mat. Now, if you're cutting this on iron-on, make sure you do mirror it. But if you're just going to make a decal out of it, it's ready to go. This is a super fun and easy way to make multicolored decals or designs from a single color design that you cannot ungroup or do anything like that with. You can do this on any of the SVGs that you have, whether you got them from Etsy or Design Bundles or Creative Fabrica or any of your SVG sites, including CRICUT Design Space. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the occasional bonus live video. I hope you guys had so much fun. Have a great day and happy crafting.